Hello guys, I'm the Canadian reviewer doing a new video review for you guys, and this time we're taking a look at Transformers Generations Minicon Assault Team. The Minicon Assault Team is a combiner of 3 Minicons that transform into one deluxe-sized Transformer. However, that deluxe-sized Transformer is a little small compared to Deluxes from like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. Anyways, it's still a pretty smart idea. It is not the first Minicon combiner to be introduced in the Transformers lineup at all. However, it is the first in the Transformers Generations toy line, which I think is a really good idea to kind of make it a little different, kind of stray from what we're used to. And it's not the only Minicon combiner, as I said, so maybe we'll get another Minicon combiner. You know the one I'm talking about. Requiem Blaster. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Minicon Assault Team. Minicon power activate. Just quickly, I want to take a look at the packaging for the Minicon Assault Team, and you can see that he's got a Prime-style face, whoop-de-doo. Also, something that I wanted to mention is that on the side here, it actually shows the comic art for one of the little guys, and that would be, I'm just going to take a look at the back, that would be Runway, I believe. So, yeah, kind of interesting. No comic, because this is the Canadian version, but at least it's not like a generic picture of Orion Pax. So here are the 3 Minicons. We have Windsheer over here. We have Runaway over here. Or no, not Runaway. Runway. And then Heavytread, which I think is one of the coolest. It's also one of the simplest. I think that my favorite out of the 3 is this one. It's a personal choice, mainly between these two, but I think this one is the worst of the bunch, and that's the first one we're going to take a look at. It's just a simple little helicopter. You know, it's got a Gatling gun on the front, a nice yellow cockpit, and a Minicon logo right there. Ooh. The helicopter blades do rotate, of course, as well as the back ones. Whee! Oh yeah, and there's the problem. This is loose and pops off way too easily on mine. Apparently, on some people, it's a lot easier said than I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's tighter on theirs than it is on mine, but for mine, it's just it pops off every like 2 seconds when I'm touching this. He's got a Gatling gun. Hard, mofos. It's a big Gatling gun. Of course, you can detach that. It's got a Minicon port right there. And it's got a Minicon port right there. So even if you plug on the gun, you still have that Minicon port thingy going on. Do you like it? You like me now? Hello. Runway, I think, is really cool. I like the colors. I like the look. It's just very simple, and it gets the job done. Most of the robot is on the bottom. However, I still do really like this. I like the rockets, and I like that there's no extra weapon kibble. This has extra weapon kibble. It's the only one that does with the Gatling gun. But you know what? It still works for that one, and this actually incorporates into the alt mode. Taking that off, I mean, you got that, so that still looks fine. He's got a rubber nose cone. He's a pogo stick. Haha, reference. On the side of the wing, not this one, he's got a Minicon logo. Whoever saw that come. He's got a Minicon port on the top, as well as a Minicon port hole at the bottom. Heavytread is really cool, although my flaw with this is these tabs don't like to be plugged in as well as they should. It's because I need to shave off a little bit of plastic right in here to really get that to close. But other than that, this is really nice. It gets the job done. It's very simple. And I like the tank mode. Unfortunately, there is no real articulation. You can go up and down on the turret, but that's pretty much it. A little port right there, so really cool. Minicon logo, yeah! Might I just say that these figures go really well with your Generations Armada Starscream. Ooh, I just love plugging the swords on the thrusters of Runway to give them a mega sword. Ooh, destruction, instruments of destruction. A snapdog, what's up? So that is it for Minicon Assault Team in their alt mode. Let's go to the robot modes. And you're sure you're a Minicon? Yes, why? Well, two of you look like you're about Generations Legend size. Oh, yeah, prove it. Well, Scrapnel is right next to one of you guys.
Your metal skin is looking rather tasty.
Guys, I think I found a cannibal.
We eat our vegetables, good sir. Good day.
It seems like figures are actually going bigger than smaller. Haha! That comment won't bite me in the back in any way, shape, or form in the future. Jeebus, damn it!
So here they are in the robot modes. I'm just going to quickly go through each and every single one of them. So first off, we got Windsheer, which is actually rather cool. I like the design, I like the look, I like the aesthetic. The back propeller is kind of weird, but at least he's not back heavy. His face deco is not bad, though it's looking more girlish than ever. It might be a female, actually. Yeah, I think this figure is actually rather cool. I like the cockpit. Finally, it doesn't pop off as often because it kind of clicks into place. I like the Gatling gun. I like everything about it. Ooh! And then what else do we have? We have Runway, and this guy is looking really good. I like the legs. I like the body. I like the chest. Ooh, the chest and the yellow and the rubber crotch. Yes, everyone loves it. And the peg butt. Yes. Yes. Anyways, he's got some rockets. And he just looks rather cool. The articulation is fine. He's probably the most articulated figure, except for maybe Windsheer. I don't know. But I gotta say, he looks really cool. Look at that face mask. I think that's a face mask. Yes, it is indeed a face mask. And the only one without knee articulation is Heavytread. Now, even though he lacks an articulation, I still gotta say he's kind of cool looking. I love that head. It kind of reminds me of Blitzwing from Transformers Animated. And just overall, he's got a nice design, nice look. His gun's a little big, but the barrel's kind of split. And if you don't want it on this side, you can obviously swap it out. It just plugs in his hand. And so yeah, I really do like the look of this. And each weapon has the 5mm ports, which that means you can swap out weapons with your main Deluxe figures. Now that we've taken a look at each individual Minicon, and this guy has reminded me of Kopaka for some reason, I'd like to go into the actual main robot mode, the Combine mode.
Jimmy! James! Christmas!
Minicon thing, activate! Disappointment! And here is Centuritron in his robot mode, or as people like to call him, the Minicon Assault Team Combiner. And this guy is really cool. I like the weapon, even though it's just a bunch of different weapons slapped onto each other. Which, by the way, this is all black. The weapon for the Runway figure is all black and not yellow with green. That is kind of unfortunate. But whatever, I actually like the black rather well. It actually kind of blends in with the weapon more like that. The figure itself is absolutely lacking. He is lacking. Now, that said, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because you gotta take into account that he is 3 minicons combined. 3 minicons! That's a lot of minicons. And you can, of course, plug certain weapons onto his hand, which is really cool. And he's got the whole port of crotchness. He's got leg articulation like there's no tomorrow. You kind of have to get this out of the way sometimes. The instructions actually, yeah, that popped out. That's a load of fun, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. Oh, I have it plugged in the wrong place. Okay, there we go. The instructions, I believe, tell you to do it this way, but I don't like to. One thing about the instructions that I don't like is they have them in reverse, from going from alt modes to the robot modes to the combined mode, which I don't like that. It's a little confusing. However, I still gotta say, it is rather cool of a figure, even though it is definitely lacking on articulation. Definitely needs a kind of a rotation joint right here in the elbow. I don't know why I was thinking of wrist. Wrist articulation would be good, but mostly around here. And he needs a rotation joint around here, around where the knee is. That would be nice. No head articulation, unfortunately, so he is definitely lacking. But considering what we're getting, he's also rather cool. I like the design. I like how everything fits together. Even though he's a little hollow in the chest, you can kind of hide that with the arms. I like how everything fits together on the back. That is very, very nice. It's hard to see, or hard to find, I should say, some Transformers where the back kibble really just fits together, and it really does a good job. It does kind of feel like it's just kibble slapped onto the back. However, it's done so well that I just don't care. Actually, a lot of the kibble is seen on the front. He's got kind of a Starscream look with the wings, I guess, but just overall, I really do like the look of this guy. I like the idea, but he's just not the most playful, most articulated figure. So, for kids, probably not the best thing. For collectors, they might get into this, but they still won't have the best time with the articulation. So anyways, let's go on to my overall review, even though I pretty much just said it. Oh, another thing that I should mention is this plastic is going to warp on mine at least, but, oh, he's got a face on his ass. But, yeah, it's got a little bit of stress marks, and it's actually kind of warped. Unfortunate! Whole crotch! So overall, would I recommend the Minicon Assault Team? Yes and no. I like the engineering, I like what they're doing, and I know it can't be perfect. However, it is kind of a floppy mess. If you just want something that's kind of creative and something a little bit different, I know Minicon Combiners have been done before, but they haven't been done enough, I don't think. So if you just want something unique and never had one of the Minicon Combiners, go ahead and go for it. It's an interesting concept. I like the idea, but it's a floppy mess and some of the parts don't really connect all too well. Anyways, I'm the Canadia Review. I'm going to eat some bacon.